Hello and welcome to the Cryptocurrency News Channel. We're going to talk about Chainlink Day and will it reach $1,000? Why $1,000? Because someone in my chat, despite the fact that Chainlink has fallen to about $10, well $11, completely insists that Chainlink will actually reach $1,000. So the question is, will Chainlink get to $1,000 in the next bull run? No, it won't. Okay, video over. No, I'm just kidding. We're actually going to talk about Chainlink and what price it could actually maybe get to. Now, Chainlink actually did have a massive pump both last year and this year, coming up from like 20 or 40 cents to about $18 at max. It is down at $11 right now. However, the last pump from like $7 to almost 20 kind of started with that whole fake Zeus Capital thing, which some people think is an insider's job. I don't really know about that theory. Essentially, they pumped the coin because they wanted to get back at Zeus Capital, and they wanted to actually get Zeus Capital, the fake Zeus Capital, not the real one, to actually liquidate. If that was the only reason, that's not sustainable. And the dumping right now may actually be indicative of that. If that is true, I expect Chainlink to continue dumping. And with Chainlink, BAN, DAW, ZAP, whatever, will actually dump as well, because kind of like the Oracle coins, kind of look at Chainlink as the index, right or wrong. It's just something that happens. Now, Chainlink, despite the dump, actually has a lot of use case. We know that many Ethereum DeFis are actually using Chainlink. You know, every other day we have another something partnering with Chainlink. They want to use a third-party oracles, and they depend on Chainlink to actually verify prices from certain exchanges. Now, it's not going to be the only oracle being used. It might have a dominant position, but it's going to be far from the only oracle solution being used. And a lot of that is actually because most DeFi projects will actually want to use more than one oracle, for either for backup or to re-verify. And the other threat is some DeFi services like MakerDAO are actually making their own oracles. They'll probably still want to use third-party ones afterwards anyways, but they are actually making their own oracles. So Chainlink will not have 100% of the market, but it will have a significant portion of the market. The thing is, it doesn't need 100% of the market. A significant portion of the market is enough to boost Chainlink prices very, very high. By very, very high, I don't mean $1,000 because that's not going to happen. But what I do mean is like maybe Chainlink, I think, can surpass $100, maybe even get to $200. Remember, Chainlink has 350 million out in circulation right now. There's no staking yet. There might be in the future, but there's none yet. They've been talking about it for like a year and a half. It hasn't happened yet, so I'll hold my breath until I actually see that. However, despite that, Chainlink has actually had this pump, and the thing is, it's going to have 1 billion tokens out overall in the long run. And while it's almost 3 times what it is right now, you actually have to look at it in terms of like what other coins are. Like VeChain has 88 billion, XRP has 100 billion, Tron has like 100 billion. So looking at its market cap right now, it still has a decent way to grow, especially if it actually gets adopted with all these partnerships. Now, Chainlink will actually grow right along with DeFi. They're kind of linked together because despite all the other things Chainlink can be, it's still mainly a DeFi price pinger. And the DeFi hotness will actually help them rise in price. It would definitely help them rise in price. As DeFi grows, Chainlink will get busier and busier. Now, the danger with that is when the DeFi bubble pops, Chainlink will actually pop along with it because yes, they want to have other like use cases, but realistically, their main thing is actually going to be DeFi for the foreseeable future. So I do expect them to have a rise and a pop as well. I think during that rise, they can reach possibly $200. They're not going to get anywhere near 1,000, but they could possibly reach $200 for maybe a short amount of time before they start selling down. And you will probably want to sell if they even reach that high. But anyways, I still think Chainlink is pretty good for the future. They are being adopted. A lot of DeFis are partnering with them, and many more will actually partner with them, despite the fact that they're not the only ones that those DeFis are actually going to use. And some of those DeFis, like MakerDAO, are making their own oracles. They'll probably at least use Chainlink as a backup. So there are many, many uses for Chainlink in the future. So that's what I have to say for now. Let me know what you think. Like and subscribe, and hit that bell notifications button. Thank you, and have a nice day.